The worst grade in the world, worse than an F, is a D. Because with the D, even though we love the D over here, you know which D I'm talking about. But with the D, oh, my coffee looks so good.
It does.
That don't even look like coffee. That's not even coffee.
The way the whipped cream is running down the side of the coffee.
That is over.
The white stuff is run down the side of my face from time to time.
That looks really good. The coffee looks good.
That's my coffee.
If I drank coffee, I would drink that.
That looks like coffee.
Y'all hire clowns as if you were running a circus. So you get a circus and you hire clowns. Anyway, moving on.
Take it from the people who play cards for him. He be cheating.
No, I only cheat on Uno. Only Uno. Only Uno.
Uno, Tuno, Luno, he is a cheater.
Everything.
If you cheat,
See, they said you probably look. He said you probably do cheat. He do.
If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
I'm out of here. Bye.
OnlyFans so that you can look at the longer videos and you can go in the comforts of your own little room at the boarding house, rent it home, grab your little Albaline and smoke it out for as long as you want it, playing it over and over and over, the long videos of Malik's long peen, because you have an infatuation with his long peen. I am certain that at this point you want him to shove his long peen somewhere inside of your body. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
The devil and the devil was fucking up here.
Here he goes. Here we go.
Y'all wasn't gonna make me the oldest one on here.
You did not send me a text, a link.
I did.
I do have to say,
Flyer.
Ty, you were in the group chat on Instagram, whatever Instagram that was.
Wait, what? Kenny? Love you down. I don't have no problem with Kenny. I like Kenny. But Kenny girl. Kenny girl. Kenny girl, we did not think he was nobody's straight. Neither did we think he was nobody's top. At best, verse. If I stretch, maybe if I stretch, I might give you first time. I'll stretch to give you first time. But you do know that we had already deduced that you like to have spoons dipped into your sugar bowl, right? We had already. I mean, I don't think there's anybody. Even DeAndre, who professes that he's the top, and Archie, who professes that he's the top, they profess to be straight tops. You ain't gonna get me to believe that they had a spoon dipped into their sugar bowl every now and then. The least about JG.
Yeah, no, that's a tough one. Well, definitely what I like the most about David is
y'all girls need to understand. Girl, you had a bust down. Girl, y'all had a one-night stand. Y'all got drunk one day. Y'all had a one-night stand. It was good that night because you was drunk. Probably if you was sober, you gonna be like, girl, this wasn't even that good. But girl, you was drunk or coked out or a combination of the two of them. Whatever the fuck y'all do down there to the LA. Y'all had a good bust down. It was what it was. You should have kept it moving. Well, hello, people. Hey. We are here. I don't even have no coffee this morning. We got Red Bull this morning. What kind of we have strawberry apricot, which I'm okay with. It's not as good as the goat. The goat is the watermelon. However, we have strawberry apricot Red Bull. That's what we're drinking this morning as opposed to our coffee. Good morning, all. Snack of the morning. Butterfingers. Happy Pride Month. Happy Pride Month, everyone. When I was producing today's show, starting last night and doing it all morning, I literally forgot to do, because I have a Pride Month backdrop and stuff for Silly Saturday, and I forgot to use it, and I was way too far into producing to restart. Otherwise I wouldn't have been here on time. So I'll start my Pride Month backdrop next week, but we just gonna go with the regular Silly Saturday backdrop today, because listen, I wasn't gonna
start all the way back over. Anyway, happy Pride Month to all of you all. It's great to it's great that we even have a Pride Month. I remember as a child and a teenager, I don't remember there being a Pride Month back then. Not during the 90s. I don't remember no Pride Month during the 90s. Mm. I'm not saying there wasn't, but it wasn't it wasn't publicized as loudly as it is now. However, we're here. Happy Pride Month to everyone that is here to help us celebrate. Let me say hey to y'all. We ain't got a lot of time to linger on. I gotta be somewhere at 2:30, so which gives me about an hour and a half to get. I said 1:45. I want to be wrapping up. And we got a long, extensive Silly Saturday dossier today. So yes, let me do that. Let me say hello to people. Hey Jason, hey Tracy W, Miss Kiki, J Parrish, Shay W, L Sid, Harold. Hey. Hey L Sid. So Jeff, what is up? Hey everybody, Symmetry. Can somebody go in the members only chat and let the people know that we are live around these parts, please? And thank you. Hey Diamond Pearl Jim, Cross Country Cruiser. Now Cross Country Cruiser is out here showing out again. I'm gonna read off. She done a gifted 5 membership. Let me read them off real fast. After I say hey to people. Hey Tracy C, Universal Goddess, Ellen V. What is going on? Montrez, what's good, bruh? Excuse me. Hey, everybody, let me see who got gifted memberships. I got to go in this way to see who got gifted. I got to go to the actual video to see who got gifted memberships. Hold on. Let me see. Hold your line. Hold your line. What's wrong, computer? God, made no sense. All right. So, gifted with memberships is so Jeff, Shay W, Yana, Jason, Aaron, aka Zap. If you are not already in the members only chat, the mods and hall monitors are already in the members only chat, so they don't have to worry because they're hall monitors. However, um um if you're not, make sure you send me a message on uh send me a DM on IG. Let me know that you are who you are so that you can be added to the members only chat. Um the membership link, it should be down at the bottom right underneath the video. Tracy C, can you send her the membership link, please? Can you put that in the chat, Tracy C? Thank you so much, though, Cross Country Cruiser, for doing that. You're a gem. You are a gem. You're a doll, and we love you for it. We thank you so much. So appreciative. Hey, Cams. Hey, Boo. Happy Pride Month, Cams. Um, yeah, I know. We know with Pride, not with Pride Month, God. With Apple, you need the actual link. So hopefully Tracy C can put that in the chat for you. Hey, Stephanie, what's good, Boo? Um, yeah, if Tracy or one of the hall monitors can put the members the link to for the membership in the chat, that'll be great. Hey, Janae. Hey, little baby. Let's go ahead and get this party started. I told y'all we ain't got a lot of time to play around with. So we about to get this party started. Okay, because I gotta get through it. I don't want to rush, but I definitely want to make sure I don't left my phone all the way over there. God, let me go get my damn phone. Hold on, y'all. Hold your line. Let me go get my phone. Hold your line. Hold your line. How did I leave my phone way over here? God, I gotta go get a haircut today. I gotta go to this event today. Oh, I got so much to do, and I gotta go out of town tomorrow. God, my life, my life, my life. All right, we back. We are here. So you just DM me, Stephanie? Okay. Hold on. I probably should wait and check my DMs after. I got you, Stephanie. All right. Um. All right, there you go. Now you are in the craziness that is the members only chat. Um. Yeah. God bless your heart. Brace yourself. It's not for the faint of heart. Anyway, let's get this party started, y'all. Let's get this party started. No, we want to go big today. It's silly Saturday, so we're going big today. All right. Let's do it like only we can. Hey, China White. Hey, Tracy W. Hey, everybody coming in the chat. L said say brace yourself. Ciao. Okay, you got it, LV. Just send me a message on Instagram. Shout out to all of the new members. Once again, shout out to Cross Country Cruiser who gifted 5 memberships because that's what she do. That's what she do. She's that girl. She is that girl. Hey Nessa, I ain't even see you slide up in here, Nessa. What's good, boo? I ain't see you slide up in here, little baby in here. Everybody rolling up there. Y'all go ahead and take your seats. Sit by your good Judy. And welcome LNV to memberships. Let me tell you, brace yourself. The members, when you do get in the members only chat, brace yourself. It's not for the faint of heart. Crazy homebody girl, happy Pride Month to you as well. Anyway, so let me get some hashtag ABCs in the chat. Okay. All right, LNV, I got you. So let me add you to the members only chat. We got to go through and purge. I'm gonna go through and purge the members only chat. It's a couple people still in now that is not still members. So I might have to purge the members only chat over the weekend. You're gonna have to do that. You are in now, LMV. Brace yourself. You'll see exactly from the members only chat why I say new people cannot come in and sit next to Harold and Xavier because those are the wild ones in the members only chat. Them two, Tracy C, Harold, and Xavier, them the wild ones. If you need something to eat or drink on, see one of the hall monitors. Harold will have something over there. Tracy has her magical book bag that has any and everything you ever wanted. Yeah. I'm just saying. Whatever you need, one of the hall monitors, they'll take care of you. They'll take care of you. Let's go ahead and delve into the dossier. Can I get some hashtag ABCs? This is our favorite this is my favorite segment because everything can potentially be a hashtag ABC in my book. I ain't even got the dossier up. God, L Teddy, get your life in order. I don't even have the dossier opened. It's not even open on my end. Like you would think that I would be ready and prepared and everything. My stinking ass ain't even got the fucking dossier open. It's not even open. God. Excuse me. All right, here we are. Dossier is now open. There we go. First, listen. Let me help you understand something. I stopped caring about this woman when she stopped being a fly girl. When she stopped being a fly girl, I really didn't really care for her as a fly girl because they started concentrating on this bitch more than they did on my girl Carrie Ann. But once she stopped being a fly girl, I really didn't care about this whore. You know, I just want to. Can anybody identify New York? My New York delegation. That's you, so Jeff, Tracy. Who else is in the New York delegation? What block is she from? Because she's allegedly still Jenny from the block, and I still want to know what block this is. She from the Bronx? She from the BX, right? I don't know. I'm just saying. We stopped caring about you. I just want to know what block she's from. I need to ask those people a question about Miss Jenny from the block. She from the BX? Okay. Ain't that your area? So Jeff? Jason Tracy say crack the window so when you smoking it could go out the window and not make all us high up in here. Jason got the good blunts over there. Tanya LaFleur, she got the edibles for you. She got now that's your edibles hookup. Your edibles hookup is Tanya. She got you. Jason got all your got all of the blunts. You know what I'm saying? He got all, all of the rap you need, all of that stuff that you need over there. Oh, she's from one of the nicer areas of the Bronx. Josie Harris was your favorite fly girl. Hey, Lamone, thank you for popping out of the bushes. I only cared for her because of Selena. She did play Selena really well. She's a better actress than she is a singer, and she ain't that good of an actress, so that should tell you all you need to know about her singing. Hey, Quintessential, what's going on, boo? Man, we stopped caring about you a long time ago. She's from Castle Hill in the BX. Okay. Jason said we dabbing today. I don't even know what dabbing means. I don't smoke, so I don't even know what that means. Stephanie says she's smoking this good morning if you need her. Man, we don't care about you, ma'am. Go with God. Jesus God, I don't. Everything about dealing with Puffy at this point exhausts me. All of these people that's trying to clout chase and act like they're so, in their fifis, or they so bothered by whatever Puff got going on, and now he's the worst person on earth when they was doing everything they can to be close to him prior to these allegations. I mean, all of these people ain't shit. Kesha, you over here at West Hollywood Pride, change your lyrics, talk about fuck P Diddy, girl. You get no brownie points from us, ma'am. You don't. Keep the lyrics the way they were. Don't try and rewrite history. Don't try and change how you feel all of a sudden now. It is what it is. A bitch just can't. Go with God. I don't even know who this man is, but the fact that he thinks that we give a shit about whatever harm is going to come to Donald John if he does wind up in jail. I mean, he's not going to wind up in jail from this case. I just don't believe that. However, we don't give a shit about what harm could come to him. We really don't. We here at the Black delegation, we don't give a fuck, because how many of us get harmed on a daily basis for nothing, just for living? You can't tell us about nothing about the perils of the criminal justice system and law enforcement and prison system. We don't give a fuck. We really don't. A bitch just can't. We don't care. Sir, go with God. They do got to be in jail with him. They don't have to be in the jail cell, but they'll have to be at that correctional institution and stuff like that. They sure do, to make sure that he's protected and stuff like that. They sure do. Now, remember, starting with, I think it started either with George W. Bush or with Obama. Everybody, I think it started with George W. Bush. They only get 10 years worth of secret service. After former presidents before would get lifetime Secret Service appointments in detail, but now you only get 10 years after you come out of the office. You only get 10 years after you come out of office of Secret Service detail. Listen, Bow Wow threatening to call out people who allegedly owe him money. I'm gonna start naming you niggas. We don't care. The niggas that we want you to name is all of the ones who've been inside of you. Shout out to Summer from Summer House, Martha's Vineyard Summer House. We want to know all of the names of the people who've been inside of you. Damn, who owe you money? We want to know. You know, I feel like ever since him and Omarion broke up, weren't as close to each other as they used to be. He's been a wayward soul since, you know, he stopped getting dick from Omarion. So sir, we haven't been checking for you. We ain't looking for you. You know, all you go start naming it. The names that we want you to drop is all of the ones that been inside of you. That's it. That's the only list we need. Them the only the names we need. We don't give a fuck about who owe you money. Ain't like you over there, you know, living the life of Riley, like you just got limitless money over there. Girl, you probably threw them a couple dollars here or there, but you ain't over there, you know, got stacks on stacks on stacks, racks on racks on rack. Baby, you ain't got it like that. Ella V, you remember that song, Let Me Hold You? Hey, Pinky Tiki. I'm just saying. That the only names we need you to drop is the people who have been inside your body. That's it. Because we know it's niggas out there in the industry that done blew your back out and done tested your tonsils. They've tested and tormented your tonsils. They have tested and tormented his tonsils. I'm just telling you what I know. Other than that, Bow Weezy, we don't give a fuck. Sir, go with God. Let's dive into the dossier. You said he pretty too, child. Child. Hey, Demetria, what's good? Boom. Let's dive into the. Let me go back. This headline is certainly a hashtag ABC, right? But I promise you, if the nigga start naming names of people who've been inside of him, we gonna do a full live on it, okay? We ain't gonna have nothing else but that one story, and we gonna go in and let have, okay? Bitch, we gonna go in and let have. I'm trying to tell you, girl. I mean, listen. I'm not gonna knock Bow Wow. Bow Wow is an attractive young man, so I could see him getting his back blown out on a regular basis. I mean, he's not an ugly man. Anyway, sir, sir, go with God. Let's go into the dossier. Hey, Ravine, what's going on? You late to class, Ravine? Ravine, where you been? You late to class? Now I expect you one of my A students, Ravine. You one of my A students. And you coming to my class late like this? If I'm not mistaken, I think So Jeff, a Peen pic leaked some years ago. I think around the time those first meat pictures leaked of Omarion, I think that's when Bow Wow Peen pics. If I'm not mistaken, you know I'm an aficionado on this, so I wouldn't be making this up if I didn't know it to be true. I'm almost certain that some Bow Wow meat pictures leaked years and years and years ago. And it wasn't big from what if it's what I remember, but child. But that's why he don't care. He ain't using it. Child, he put footprints on ceilings. He make the letter V all the time. All right. Hey, Janae, what's going on? Anyway, let's dive into the dossier. We have to start off with some bad news. You know, the world was hurt to hear yesterday that the mother of Michelle Obama, Marion Robinson, she went on to be with the Lord. She, transitioned, and she went on to be with the ancestors to the great beyond. And we know she had two children. She had Michelle, and she had a son and a daughter, Michelle and her son Craig. And we know she stayed with them in the White House and was basically the caregiver for her grandchildren. She took care of Sasha and Milan. I almost said Melania. Jesus, I almost said Melania. Malia and Sasha. She took care of them while President Obama and Mrs. Obama, had to do, duties of a first lady and a president. She was the one that took care of them grandkids. And that's how black people are. We be like, baby, we don't need no nanny. We got family. That's why we don't pay nannies, because we got family. And I don't trust everybody with my goddamn kids. I don't know who these people are. I don't care how much y'all vetted them out. I don't care what screening process y'all had. Baby, listen. My mama is coming here to take care of my kids, and I don't need nobody else around my damn kids. I don't blame you. That's a black family. That's black. Listen, y'all can question the veracity of Barack and his blackness, but not that of Michelle. Michelle is black, y'all. She's black, y'all. She's blackity black, and she's black, y'all, through and through. So we are certainly sad. Listen, I need y'all to put in the chat. Hey, Xavier, you skipped my class the other day. Where were you at on Thursday? Anyway, we know we got the wake and the repast. Okay, so we need to know what dishes you bring to the repast. Y'all know when these things happen, we got to be prepared. This is a black funeral. This ain't the white people funeral. This is the black people funeral. So I need you to put in the chat, what is we bringing down here to this good repast? I need to know what you wearing. First of all, what is you gonna wear to this good funeral? I need that in the chat. Secondly, what is you bringing to the repast? Okay, now what am I gonna wear? I'm gonna have my outfit circa Janet Jackson in 2009 at the Michael Jackson funeral, where she was very looking demure. She had on her all black. She had on a nice top and the black top and the skirt, black blouse and the skirt. She had a very, she had some pearls. She had that black tam tilted to the side a little bit with them shades, looking very demure. I'll be giving you the Janet Jackson look from the Michael Jackson wedding if you need me. What am I drinking? Of course, I'm bringing liquor. I got to bring some dark liquor for y'all who drink dark. So I'm going to bring you some Hennessy. I'm gonna bring a half gallon of Hennessy. I'm gonna bring a half gallon of Crown, regular Crown, and I'm gonna bring a half gallon of Crown Apple, because you black people like the Crown Apple. Hey, the Dare Show podcast. I'm also gonna bring what I drink. I'm gonna have about 5 or 6 gins. I'm gonna have Sip Smith. I'm gonna have, for the people who ain't used to gin, I'm gonna get them some Bombay Sapphire. I'm gonna have some Hendrix. I'm gonna have the Botanist. And I'm gonna have Empress 1908. That's gonna be at my table. I'm gonna make sure I bring an extra set of dominoes and an extra deck of cards, because you know that you gotta have all that. Oh, you bring your Haitian rice, LV. That's it. Love me some Haitian rice, child. You gonna bring some LV. If you bring a Haitian food, I need you to bring some pickles and bun. That's what I need, or some griot. LMV, you Haitian, I need you to bring some griot. Fuck the Haitian rice, LMV. Bring some griot and some pickles. That's what we need. Griot and pickles. That's what we need. Shay W says she wearing a black dress, wrap, and flat. She says she gonna have on flats because somebody might sing the right song and she might start shouting. When they sing I Should Wear a Crown, somebody might start shouting. Xavier said he bringing paper plates and that's trifling. It's always a tired ass trifling whore. Oh, I'm bringing paper plates and cups and napkins. Bitch, we need you to bring a plate. You could at least go down to the Publix and get a little, a little pound cake or a little something, a cake from Publix or something. Child. Yeah. Child. Xavier said he's thinking leather or bell bottom. Wait, Xavier, what are you wearing? Ravi says she's wearing lavender as a family with a fascinator. Okay. Harold said he's wearing black and he'll bring the rotisserie chicken. Shay W says she's bringing potato salad. Janae says she got the red drink on deck. Red Kool-Aid. Okay, we need the red Kool-Aid. And make sure you put a little bit of pineapple juice up in there to give it that extra added stankness on it. El Cid says he wear all black with silver jewelry. Okay. Diamond Pearl Jim say she bringing teriyaki chicken and Spanish dip. Ravine say she have ice and soft drink. You know what, Ravine? You and Xavier. Crazy homebody girl says she bringing collard greens. Okay, and this is a crazy homebody girl. This is the black repast. We don't want this turkey mess. We want swine in our greens. I don't try and be cute and be modern. I don't want this turkey mess. Give me a ham hock in them goddamn greens. I need swine in my greens. Stop playing. LC say green beans and glazed ham. Come on with the glazed ham. Xavier say with them leather pants, he gonna have on a black turtleneck and a cross chain. Chow. Child, let me see what else y'all bringing, because we finna celebrate with our first lady, our forever first lady. Oh, we gonna celebrate with her. Please be clear. Please be clear. Not Xavier said he bringing red solo cups. No, he said the red solo cups are out of his budget, so he's going with the regular fold cups. That's some broke cheap ass shit. Okay, Ellen, you bringing the grill and pickles? Okay, thank you, boo. Hey, Sharice. Child. Nessa says she's going to be wearing a cute pantsuit and she'll be in charge of soda and water from Costco. Child, we need real plates for the first grandmother. Yes, for the first grandmother. We need real stuff. We eating off real porcelain and real stainless steel china. We're not playing with y'all. This is our first grandmother. Okay, girl. Because listen, now that we know what we wearing and what we bringing, oh, I love me some fried okra. Ooh. Oh. Child. Yes, China White. Well, this is a real black fume. We gonna tell you that it's turkey, but in real life, it's really swine in there. Let me just be honest. 80% of the time, people tell you, "Oh no, I ain't cooked this with pork. I cooked it with turkey." They lying. People don't be doing that. The people be using swine and they just tell you that it's turkey. I'm just telling you what I know. So now that we know that what is being sung and who's singing it, now I'm telling you right now, we're gonna have Yolanda DeBerry come down and sing I Shall Wear a Crown, because we need Yolanda. I don't want nobody else singing it. I don't want nobody playing around with us. I don't need nobody playing with my song. We getting Yolanda DeBerry to come and sing I Shall Have a Crown. Shaka, we're not gonna have you over here with this fan singing Going Up Yonder. We're not doing that, Shaka. We're not gonna do that. I could take a good old, you know who I could take? This is 2024. I would say if this was 10 or 15 years ago, I would have took like a Patty singing or Going Up Yonder, but now Patty voice ain't what it used to be. So I take a Yolanda Adams on. Yolanda Adams can do a Going Up Yonder. I could do Yolanda Adams. Go ahead, Yolanda. Sing me a Going Up Yonder. Okay. Kay's burner account says she bringing oxtails, rice and peas, and plantains for 100. Yes, ma'am. Sweet plantains too. Child. Gladys and Dion need to sing That's What Friends Are For. Child, they might bring Elton John and Stevie Wonder. I mean, bring the whole gang. You could have Dion, Gladys, bring Elton John, and have Stevie. Them. Fanny, yeah, we need to have Fanny come. We need to have Fanny to come and sing something. We need Fantasia. Nah, Janae, we could have Jennifer Hudson, because these gonna be all gospel songs. And Jennifer Hudson is in her wheelhouse. When she sing gospel, if you limit Jennifer Hudson to just gospel or stuff from her albums, Jennifer Hudson is gonna give you what you need. But yes. So I could take Jennifer Hudson. Shirley Caesar, we could have Shirley Caesar. We can have all that. Who gonna preach this good fume? You know they're trying to bring TD Jakes to bring this fume. You know you got to have somebody high profile. Jamal Bryant, you ain't. It ain't gonna happen, Jamal. We need somebody that's gonna come up there with some oil. We need somebody that's gonna come up there and preach the house down. Okay, do you hear me? Preach the house down. Do you hear me? Down. We don't need nobody that's gonna play round. Child. I'll be honest. It's very few pastors right now nowadays, and that's TD Jakes included. It's very few pastors nowadays that when they get up there and preach, I'd be like, "Oh, they got that oil. Oh yeah, they finna bring a preaching on." These pastors nowadays, they don't really do it for me like that. They don't be having that old school or that old anointing. They don't really be having it. I'm just saying. Cherie said y'all could invite Anita Baker, but she ain't gonna make it. She won't be there. Grab a preacher, a good old preacher from a storefront church diamond project. Yeah, we may have to, honey, because you say bring Hezekiah. Well, if we go on that road, if you're gonna bring Hezekiah, you got to bring John P. Key. John P. Key, he out of the hospital, he doing better. So he could sit, John P. Key ain't gonna get up and do too much standing, but he'll sit there at that keyboard and sing down. Now he'll sit at that keyboard and sing down. E. Dewey Smith. Okay, E. Dewey Smith is all right. I could deal with him. I just need somebody that's gonna come. And when they do this good eulogy, come bring the house down. Do you hear me? Anyway, we just spent a long time on this. We wanted to give some time and energy toward this. We are definitely praying for Michelle, the Robinson family, and the Obama family. I know those girls, Sasha and Malia, are devastated just as much, if not more than Michelle is. So we're definitely praying for them, because it's hard losing a mother and a grandmother. That is extremely hard. And so us here down at the Black community and Black delegation, we're gonna wrap our hands around our forever first lady and our forever first family and let them know that we love them. That's why we had to let y'all know we got y'all on the repat. Don't even worry about cooking. When there's somebody you like, you tell them, baby, y'all don't even worry about. All we need y'all to do is concentrate on grieving. We got the repast, we got the wake, we got the repast. We gonna make sure y'all good, everything taken care of. So I'm hoping that they televise it. We'll be watching it and televising it if it's televised, I should say. But yes, I'm not paying Xavier no attention. Talk about love and light. Even nope, not even doing this with him. No, we love you, Michelle. We wrap our hands around you, and may Miss Robinson, Big Mama Robinson, may she rest in peace in the bosom of our sweet Savior. It's no real way to follow that up, but we got to go on with the dossier. This, how do we attack this one? Let me just read the headline. Here's the headline. Y'all take it from there. Headline: Real Housewives of New Jersey star Caroline Manzo claims Brandi Glanville rubbed her vagina and caused post-traumatic stress. I don't know what y'all want from me. I just read the headlines. That's all I do. The woman said she rubbed her blocks. Now she has PTSD. What do you want from me? What do you want from me? Let me read this. This is coming from TMZ. Caroline Manzo is painting more of a portrait of what happened to her allegedly at the hands of Brandi Glanville, and the new allegations are nothing less than shocking. The Real Housewives of New Jersey star filed a lawsuit against Bravo, which produces the reality show. She filed that lawsuit back in January. In the lawsuit, Caroline Manzo accused Brandi Glanville, formerly a castmate of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, of sexually harassing her while they were shooting a 2023 reality show called The Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip. Manzo claims Glanville kissed her without her consent in a rental house in Morocco, while also mounting her on the couch. But these accusations were just the tip of the iceberg. Now Manzo has filed an affidavit connected to the lawsuit, stating that Brandi Glanville went much further with her inappropriate behavior. Manzo says Brandi Glanville, quote, forcibly fondled my vagina, end of quote, and sexually assaulted her while the two were on a sofa. Manzo also accused Glanville of rubbing her own vagina against the New Jersey native as producers watched without separating them. On another occasion, Manzo says producers continued to supply Glanville with booze, leading to a second sexual assault. As Manzo put it, Glanville followed her into a bathroom and pushed her against the door, causing her to hit her head. After locking the door, Glanville allegedly groped Manzo's vagina again as she tried to escape. And all the while, Manzo says almost all the producers stood by and did nothing to stop it. Yet one producer, according to Manzo, tried to open the door to provide some assistance. She says the whole ordeal has caused her, quote, anxiety, depression, and post-traumatic stress, end of quote. I don't know what y'all want from me. The woman says y'all let y'all favorite president grab women by the cooch, so she gets to grab women by the cooch. If the former president of these yet to be United States of America can openly grab women by the cooch, why the hell can't I? I'm just telling you how this goes. I'm not the one who made the allegations of the woman assaulting other women, grabbing cooch. Is that a thing? Now, I've heard of people fingering the cooch, putting fingers in people's box, but grabbing the, like, what are you feeling for if you grab the cooch? Like, if you grab somebody's dick, there's something there. You know what I'm saying? Get something to hold in your hand, but you're grabbing the cooch. Is that a thing? To all my straight men in the chat and my lesbians in the chat that know, is that a thing? Where you just grab the cooch? Like, what do you grab? It's like, I'm not going to say there's nothing there, but I feel like you stick stuff in it, but don't just grab. I don't know. Do you know how big your vagina has to be for someone to grab? Right, Xavier. That's like in my brain. I'm like, you grabbing vagina. Now, you grabbing a dick is one thing. You grabbing some titties, that's one thing. But you grabbing, I'm just saying, you ain't doing anything if you don't grab them. You ain't doing anything if you don't grab them. Oh, so that is a thing, Ellis. So you want, okay. So it's a thing to be grabbed by the cooch. I don't know. Me, I am not an aficionado on all things cooch. I'm just saying. I'm with So Jeff. We just trying to understand how this stuff works. Harold said Brandy's fingers must have been really, really calloused. Wait, what? Stephanie said put her finger in it. Oh, Ella said she's just messing around. Oh, okay. Caroline spoke in the past about being sexually abused as a child, and I can imagine this being traumatizing for her. Oh, I'm not reducing whether or not it was traumatizing for her, because I believe it probably was traumatizing. However, I'm just trying to be brought up to speed on this phenomenon of grabbing cooches. I was not a lesbian in a previous life. I do have a twig and berries, Xavier, which precludes me from ever being a lesbian. Ma'am, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, we're going to let the justice system do what it does, the legal system handle it. We don't have too much to tell you, ma'am. Listen, I don't know what to tell you, ma'am. The woman assaulted you. We hope the wheels of justice, turn in your favor, and the woman, gets what's coming to her. I'm still stuck on the PTSD from rubbing the cooch. Baby, I don't listen, Gabby. I'm trying to understand this phenomenon of grabbing cooches, grabbing a dick, grabbing some ass, grabbing titties, but grabbing the cooch, not sticking the finger in the cooch, but just grabbing the cooch. I'm just trying to understand. Ciao. I'm not playing with Xavier. I'm not paying Xavier no mind. Man, we have nothing for you. We have nothing else for you. We'll let the wheels of justice handle this for you. Ma'am, we have to send you on. Go with God. We have a long dossier. We don't have this type of time. So if y'all recall, the day before the guilty verdict of Donald John, Robert De Niro was out there outside of the courthouse, telling everybody how horrible Donald John was, and screaming at anybody who would listen, that bastard ain't shit, and y'all need to know that, and he's a demagogue, and we cannot have this man back in the goddamn White House. The fuck y'all got going on? Well, apparently, he's now being stripped of a planned award he was supposed to be receiving, all because he bashed your favorite president, Donald John. He was set to receive an award next week in Washington, D.C. from the National Association of Broadcasters, namely the NAB's Leadership Foundation Service to America Award. And they say, quote, this event is proudly bipartisan, uniting those from across the political spectrum to celebrate the impactful work of local broadcasters and partners. While we strongly support the right of every American to exercise free speech and participate in civic engagement, it is clear that Mr. De Niro's recent high-profile activities will create a distraction from the philanthropic work that we were hoping to recognize. To maintain the focus on service of the award winners, Mr. De Niro will no longer be attending the event. End of quote. Robert De Niro responded. He said, quote, I support the work of the National Association of Broadcasters Leadership Foundation and would like to express my appreciation and gratitude for what the foundation has done and will continue to do for the good of us all. And I wish them well for their continued good work. End of quote. Here's my question, NAB. You saying that you are staunchly non-partisan and this, that, and the third. So, but you do understand by you not being partisan that doesn't mean that if somebody has a party affiliation or somebody has a viewpoint on things involving party affiliations and politics that should preclude them from getting the award. Like, I'm just trying to understand how you said that the work that he did was good enough for him to get the award, but because he went and spoke to how he feels about Donald John, now he's not deserving of the award anymore. Like, I'm just trying to understand, because I promise you there are probably other people who you're giving awards to who've also had things to say about either Joseph Robinette or Donald John, and they're probably still getting the award. I don't understand it. I'm trying not to spike out. You know, we ain't even got to the sugar spike segment, but this shit seems real disingenuous. And if I was Robert De Niro, I wouldn't have given such a classy response. I would have went off on them hoes and said, you can keep your goddamn award and shove it up your ass. That's just me. This shit is real weird to me. Anyway, go with God. Because I have nothing else for these people. Rihanna is in the news. So Rihanna is in the news for a good reason. So she was tied at 3 diamond releases. She was tied for most diamond singles by any female at 3. I forgot who the other 2. I think Taylor was one, and I think Odell was another one. I think she was tied with Taylor and Odell, if I'm not mistaken, with the most diamond singles by any female artist. And now she broke that record. She now has 4 songs. It was certified yesterday that she now has 4 singles that have gone platinum. That being Umbrella, Work, Needed Me, and Stay. Those and so she now has the most diamond singles for a female artist. She also now has the most diamond certified titles for a female artist. Shout out to Rihanna. I mean, what it shows you now is the bastardization of the music industry. No slight to Rihanna, but the woman can't sing her way out of a goddamn brown or wet brown paper bag. The woman has no vocal abilities. Let's just be clear. I mean, if we just being honest. And so, you know, they throw out going platinum and diamond in the 21st century, or nowadays, is like nothing. Like it's lost its luster. I mean, But who am I? Who am I? The woman got 4. She's the most. She has the most diamond singles of any female ever. Go ahead, mama, do your big one. We are proud of you. We celebrate you. I ain't gonna try and rain on your parade, baby. Go ahead and celebrate. Do it like anybody else, because there's a whole lot of people who got diamond singles that can't sing their way out of a wet paper bag. See Madonna. I'm not worried about it because my favorite has diamond albums and diamond singles, but I don't think Beyond Skank has even one diamond anything. But that's a whole nother story. See, those are real girls do real things. That's why I don't even entertain the conversation when you're talking about the likes of Beyond Skank. My answer is, baby, get you a diamond anything first, and then you can enter the conversation. Until then, you're not in our category. We're not the same. Anyway, I said what I said. Who gonna check me? Anyway, we love you, Rihanna. Go with God. Yesterday, the Kansas City Chiefs had their day at the White House. The reigning Super Bowl champs, Kansas City Chiefs, had their day at the White House to go, see the president, the requisite day at the White House with the president. Joseph Robinette went and he put on his Kansas City Chiefs helmet, and they gave him a helmet with signatures from most of the players and stuff like that. I have no time for Joseph Robinette and what he got going on. So they presented him with that helmet, and then Coach Andy Reid helped him put it on and stuff like that. And it was a whole thing. I didn't really care. And they had Travis Kelce front row. They had Patrick Mahomes front row. You know how that goes. I ain't like I said. It happened. Okay, go on. Let's move on. Because I have nothing. I don't like the Kansas City Chiefs. Y'all know I'm a 49er fan. So the highly anticipated bout between Jake Paul and Mike Tyson has been postponed. If you all recall, last weekend, Mike Tyson had a situation where he had a one of his ulcers flared up while he was on a flight to Miami, and he had to seek medical attention. And so because of that, the doctors told him he can't go full out with his training. He has to do minimal to light training over the next few weeks. So because of that, they agreed to push the fight back. I don't know if they've announced a new date yet. I'm looking. Yeah, I don't see a new date announced, but it has been pushed back. They said the new fight date will be announced next month. So, well, this was yesterday. They said it would be announced next month. So that could be this month. They'll announce a new date. Why is this even happening? Mike Tyson, you damn near 60 years old. Why are you out here trying to fight these young kids like this? You have nothing to prove to these people, Mike Tyson. You're in your goddamn 60s. Let it go. Like, I just don't see this ending well. Go sit your motherfucking ass down somewhere. Just sit the fuck down. You are old. It's what do you have to prove to these people? You say it's a money grab, Xavier? I guess. My body is, I'm not gonna be in the ring, get my ass pummeled to the ground. Unless you play just for a money grab. Unless you plan to do like I would do, Mike Tyson. I would sign up for that. Oh, I get how much money? Okay, win or lose, I get how many million? Okay. Soon as I walk in the ring, if he come in my area, I'm falling to the ground and gonna stay there like I'm paralyzed. If he grazes my body, I'm falling to the ground. You know, when they come to the ring, the first in the beginning, and they, hit fists together before the match, right in the middle before the match. When we hit fist, I probably would fall to the ground right then and just be permanently paralyzed and say, okay, I'm not getting up no more. It's not worth it because I can't. I don't know what Social Jeff is talking about. Who was disgraced or whatever. I don't know what he's talking about. I don't. I have no idea what Social Jeff is talking about. Anyway, it's postponed. If you were looking forward to it, so it's hard to see. This was the best picture I could find of this. That is Gossip Girl star Taylor Momsen. She was on stage and she was bitten by a wild bat and had to end up going to get rabies shots. She was on stage. She's the front woman for the Pretty Reckless band, and she used to be a star of the show Gossip Girls. And while she was on stage singing or whatnot, a bat flew up and bit her on the leg, and now she has to get rabies. She had to get rabies shots. I was like, oh, girl. Oh, child. She said the bite didn't hurt, but the shots did hurt. Child. I mean, you didn't see the bat coming your way? Like, I'm just imagining that. If a bat flew in my area, I'd be trying to run away from said bat. I'm just saying. Xavier said when he was in Boston, they had bats. Bats would scare me. I would be like, listen, if a bat came flying in my area, do you understand how I would tear the whole room up? I'd be done tore the whole stage up. Hey, Monk Chip, I'd be done tore the whole stage up trying to get away from said bat. Listen, let me tell you something. I would have picked up that goddamn mic stand and started swinging at that bitch. Listen, I'm trying to tell you what would have happened. The whole concert would have been canceled because I would have tore that goddamn tore the whole stage up. Monk Chip said they had bats in New Jersey, child. I think that's an up north thing because I don't hear a lot of stories of bats in the South. I'm not saying we don't have them because I'm sure we probably do. I'm sure there are bats, in the South, but I just, that's not a thing that I hear commonly. People say, oh, we had bats. One time we were eating macaroni and fish sticks. Macaroni and fish sticks, that's a weird combination. Bat was trying to take a nap. My mama thought it was a toy. Your mama thought the bat was a toy? Child. Anyway, we wish you a speedy recovery, ma'am. Go with God. So listen. Y'all be around here flying this goddamn Spirit Airlines and shit. So down to the BWI. I think BWI is a hub, is one of Spirit Airlines hubs, if I'm not mistaken. I think BWI, somebody in the chat will correct me if I'm wrong, but I know Fort Lauderdale is a hub for Spirit, and I think BWI is also a hub for Spirit Airlines. Anyway, but down to the BWI, 4 Spirit Airlines workers attacked one passenger. Oh yes, 4 dudes on one. Oh, Orlando is a hub too. Hey, kiss my cheeks. Oh, okay. I didn't know Orlando was a hub for Spirit. Interesting. I don't know why they're airlines either, Gabby. Y'all be over here flying this Spirit Airlines like it's going out of style. Baby, I can't do it. I don't play them games. Y'all know I'm a Delta girl. I don't play them games. I fly Delta Airlines and that's it. I might every now and again, if I'm slumming it up or getting ghetto-fied, I'm gonna fly Southwest. When I feel like, slumming it up with the people, I fly Southwest. That's as low down as I'm going. I'm not going no further down than Southwest. 401 sounds like a great porn. Child, I wish. Child. But they say, I don't know. Listen, I don't. Let me see if in the article if they have why they was fighting. Because once it said Spirit Airlines, I stopped caring. I just really stopped caring. Let me read this. 4 employees at the Baltimore Washington International Thurgood Marshall Airport are in hot water after throwing hands with a customer at the Spirit Airlines check-in. According to TMZ, a video obtained by the outlet and published on Friday, May 31st, shows a man approaching an employee at a Spirit check-in. The outlet adds that it's unclear what prompted the interaction. However, the customer appeared very upset. As the footage continues, the man appears to square up with the male employee before 3 others join the altercation. Fists were then seen flying, and the 3 employees eventually managed to tackle the man to the ground while simultaneously kicking him. The video concludes with one employee holding the man on the ground as the others taunt him to get up. One of the employees even throws another jab at what appears to be the man's head before walking off. Wow. There is video. Do y'all want to see the video? Do y'all need to see the video? I just put a 27 in the chat. I do have the video. I don't know if y'all want to see it or not, but there is video of this. Do we need to see it? I'm just wondering. Child, it do look like an orange. It sounds like an orange shirt situation. Monk Chip says she need to see the video. Okay, well, Monk Chip asked for it, so I guess we're gonna watch the video. Hold on, y'all. Hold your line. Let me cue this up. Hold your line. Hold on, video. I ain't ready yet. Okay. Let's do this. Share screen. All right. Here's the video. All right. Can y'all see that? All right. Here we go.
All right, Julie. All right, Julie. All right.
Get up because this. Get up. Let me get on. Let me get up. Call the police. Nah, call the police. Oh, y'all about to get sued. Let's go.
Listen, what type of thuggery do y'all got going on? Like, this is some shit. Like, what the fuck? They kicking the man in the head while he already on the ground. They taunting the man. The man already down. You get extra jabs in. What type of fuck shit? This is why I don't fly this foolishness. These are the employees. These ain't people that are passengers. These are people who work for the fucking Spirit Airlines. You notice we always hearing some fuck shit with these Spirit Airlines employees. I don't know why you people fly this airline. They don't give a fuck about you. Apparently, they are about that life. I'm just saying. Child. This is Baltimore, though. Girl, I don't know. Right. It's the person recording and laughing and then go be like, all right, that's enough. Like, is this security? Is this police officer? Is this the supervisor? Because if this somebody telling them, all right, that's enough, that means it sounds like you have the ability to stop them or tell them to stop or break this up, and you just decided that you was just gonna watch the fun and have a good time with it. Come, what the fuck? We need answers. Where's my Baltimore delegation? All of the people from Baltimore, whatever y'all want to call it, be more. Come to the whiteboard. Anybody down here from the Baltimore delegation? Because we need answers. We need goddamn answers from the Baltimore delegation. What the fuck do y'all got going on down there in the Baltimore area? Child, LMV said he said that's enough because he got enough footage. Exactly, Miss Baythang. I flew Spirit Airlines one time in my life, and that was back in 2015. I was going to a convention for Kappa, and I was so mad because I had to abort my ticket. Thought I had to got me a cheap ticket to New Orleans to Conclave, and they charged me for everything in the world. I ended up having to mail my luggage and some stuff back home because I couldn't carry it on the airlines with me. It was a fucking mess. And I promised myself never again. And I never have again since 2015. You'll never catch me on that mess. Now, that was 9 years ago. Listen, you expecting me to go there now? No, God. Oh, no, ma'am. No, God. We're not doing that. Spirit Airlines? No. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Anyway, for y'all, those Jason said weak Dukes, no wrestling skills. He wants a refund list. Y'all want to see the video? That was the video. We have nothing for this. This is coonery. So listen, this is a L Teddy 27 exclusive. Y'all heard it here first. Let me read the headline for you. You heard it here first, okay? Here's the exclusive. Here's the headline. Here's the headline. Now you're gonna start to hear this over the weekend, but you heard this here first. Y'all know we break news over here. We don't come late to the party. We always on top of the story. Here's the headline. Are y'all ready for this headline? Y'all ready for this headline, right? Y'all ready for the headline? I just want to know if you ready for the headline. Here's the headline. Justin Bieber gave Odell Beckham Jr. oral sex at a Diddy party. And that's according to both Jaguar Wright and Tokyo Tony. This is not me. These are allegations from these people. Now, I'll admit, Jaguar Wright and Tokyo Tony are not the two most credible people in the world. However, a clock, even a broken clock, is right twice a day. So there's a very real possibility you ain't got just one of them verifying it. You got two of them verifying it. Let me read this. In a new clip, Tokyo Tony is seen singing along to some music when Jaguar Wright interrupts to bring up Justin Bieber. Quote, can we talk about why Justin Bieber's running around breaking up relationships? End of quote. Asked Jaguar Wright, prompting a quick response from Tokyo Tony. Tokyo Tony then says, quote, because he was sucking that dick on them knees. End of quote. Jaguar Wright then agreed, similarly accusing him of performing oral sex on Odell Beckham Jr., stating, quote, he must have sucked the shit out of Odell's dick. They've got that boy on the clock. End of quote. Now, they're referring to a clip of Justin Bieber and Odell Beckham Jr. at one of Diddy's parties, which made its rounds online a few years back. Many speculated that the two of them were hooking up at the event, which is completely unconfirmed. Some have even theorized that it was somehow related to Odell Beckham Jr.'s recent split from Kim Kardashian. Obviously, most aren't buying these accusations from Tokyo Tony and Jaguar Wright. Though they're far from the only shocking ones social media users have heard from them in recent months. While some find their antics entertaining, others think that they should leave Justin Bieber and Odell Beckham Jr. alone and stop speaking on other people's business. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. I don't know how we got here. I don't know how. Thank you, Nessa. Tell the people, don't forget to hit the like button. I don't know how Odell Beckham Jr.'s penis ended up in Beaver Kid's mouth. All of this at I don't know. I have no idea what's happening. I don't know what y'all got going on. I'm just here to report the news. I don't know what that mouth do. Okay, I don't know what that mouth do. I don't want to know what that mouth do on this young man over here. I don't want to know what that mouth do. Don't. Maybe Odell Beckham Jr. did want to know what that mouth do. I don't know. Oh, thank you for letting us know what happened. Xavier said it's quite simple. Odell got hard, Justin bent down and went to town. Pretty simple, pretty easy to understand when you put it like that. Thank you, Xavier, for breaking that down. Odell finally got to be a top half department. Xavier, this is why we can't have nice things. This is exactly why this is why I tell you new students, you cannot go sit next to Harold or Xavier. You got to have 6 weeks into this class before I let you go over there. Sit by Harold or Xavier, especially Xavier. Harold is nice in the chat, but if you're a member, you know Harold gets it in. See, when you become a member, that's when you learn about Harold and his antics and Tracy C and their antics. Xavier just don't give a damn. Xavier show his whole ass in the chat, out the chat, in the members only chat, out the members only chat, on the live and all. God, I just said, Harold, you are a good student when we're on live. Now in the members only chat, it's a different story. But while we on live, Harold, you are a great student. You be passing out refreshments and everything and all of that. However, when we get to the members only chat, Harold, we knew how Harold get down. Poor Justin, he got ran through the industry because the titty. Oh, child. Passed around. Oh, child. The people say you was a pass around hole. Justin, sir, I don't know what to tell you. Child, I'm just saying. Anyway, you just said BBL Drizzy was grabbing on Odell's noodle back there. Oh, child. He was grabbing on child. Wheelchair Jimmy was grabbing on that man's meat, child. Anyway, I don't know. I have no way to verify this. I'm just telling you what's out there. Is that trade? I don't know. It depends on who you ask. Anyway, Beaver Kid, go with God. So ladies, trigger warning for my ladies, because Shannon Sharpe and Ocho Cinco have their podcast called Nightcap. Anyway, they had choice words for the ladies of today. Shannon Sharpe, they said modern day dating is basically prostitution. Like they said, dating a woman today is basically just prostitution. Shannon Sharpe went on to say, quote, she says she needs $60 for waxing. She needs between $75 and $130 for her nails and toes. She needs between $80 and $400 for her hair. She needs between $60 and $150 for a facial. She needs between $12 and $30 for her eyebrows. She needs between $80 and $120 for her eyelashes. End of quote. And basically surmising that he said, calculating that if a woman received maintenance twice a month for an entire year, based on the higher end of the scale, her boyfriend could spend around $24,000 annually and would need to have a mid six-figure salary to afford that. And that's why he equates modern day dating to prostitution. He says he met a woman and who was very vocal about when she dates guys, and the woman said, quote, to all of the guys, that $100 y'all trying to send, that ain't good enough, sir. End of quote. Is that I'm just, ladies, when you date a dude, are y'all asking him to pay all of these things? I'm just asking. Or is it because they probably only dealing with groupie skanks who ain't got a job nowhere in America? So they looking because you are Shannon Sharpe and Ocho Cinco, who they know got a lot of money. And that's why they asking y'all to pay all of that. Harold says, does that apply to all the men who freeload off them too? Because a lot of industry men keep a pack of male groupies around. That was Harold. That was Harold, y'all. That was Harold. The good child Harold. Mm-hmm. That was Harold. If you need him. Gabby said they deal with too many skanks and blame it on us regular women. Gabby has something to say about it. She has something to say about it. Don't look at me. I'm just telling you what. I'm just reading the comments. I'm just the host here. I mean, if we're going down this road, Shannon, how much does it cost to upkeep your boo thing? You know, the one who is your stylist that used to be with you everywhere you went, but now all of a sudden, after people called it out saying that y'all was lovers, you don't have him around no more. How much did it cost to maintain him? I'm just asking. Sir, how much? You talk about these women. What about that dude who is your alleged stylist that you was, sitting on the front row at all of the NBA games with? Your little boo thing. Ciao. Simera said, if you want me to look extra cute, then you got to pay for it. Okay. All new members can sit by me here, and it's a members only chat. Oh man. I just want to know because I frequent Jimmy Butler's IG stories, and there are always men around him, and I know somebody in that group ain't got the job the first. Can I be in Jimmy Butler's groupie circle? I just want to be one of the men in his groupie circles. Just asking. LC said, well, y'all got to go and maintain. I got to go and maintain my man. Go ahead. Get it how you live. Gabby said, don't nobody want broke hip ass Shannon. Gabby, Shannon Sharpe said he got dick of death and cock of doom, okay? The man said he fuck you in the cooch and you shit out your asshole. Do I need to remind y'all what he said? You fish it in the goldfish pond and want them to present as lobsters. Go after the lobsters. Are you scared? Well, then there's that. They the same dudes that's not going to date a regular average looking woman. So that's the cost to date pretty women. Oh, well, then there's that. I have no dog in this fight. There's nothing to do with me. I have no dog in this fight. And with that, I'm going to tell these two to go with God. Ladies and gentlemen, non-binary, gender-conforming members of our audience, it is now time for your Sugar Spike segment.
Oh God. You see, this is the part that I like.
Major Sugar Spike.
So loved the world, I want to fight. That he gave his only begotten son.
Major Sugar Spike.
And shall ever believe.
Major Sugar Spike.
They shall not perish, but have
everlasting life.
Taste the biscuit.
Jesus. So we spoke earlier in the ABC segment, in our hashtag ABC segment, about Kesha being at the WeHo Pride. And so not just at the WeHo Pride, but Pride events all month long. They're asking for people to be on heightened alert. Also, most of the LGBTQ plus organizations are warning Pride participants that there's going to be more police force there than normal, and that they need to be vigilant in watching how law enforcement treats them. There's a lot more presence of Trump supporters ever since the verdict came out earlier this week, as well as there's a lot of people protesting because of the war in Palestine, and because of those two groups out in droves at a lot more events now. This is what police are saying. Police are saying they need to have much more of a presence to make sure to maintain the people, the Trump supporters that are out here protesting, as well as the Palestine people that are protesting the Israel Hamas war. And because of those two groups, they'll be out in droves much more than they have in the past at Pride events, because they expect these two organizations to be present at Pride events. So you need to be you need to know that. My problem is the fact that when you have this added police force, they're going to go out there, and now you could have them assaulting or having, using unnecessary force on members of our community, claiming, oh, well, we didn't know if it was one of these other groups, and we just had to get everything in order. And I can already, they're already setting it up for how this is going to go. They're going to set this up for how it's going to go. I'm just telling you now. So be vigilant. If you're going to Pride events, be vigilant while you're at those events. All of our sugar spike moments, I believe all of them are Pride related, or for Pride Month. In more sugar spiky news, so in the great state of California, the bluest of blue states, a city in California has claimed that they are banning pride flags on city property. Problem is, there's a state ordinance against that. The city of Downey, California, a suburb of Los Angeles, has banned the display of pride flags and many others on city property, apparently at the urging of an LGBTQ plus hate group. But Los Angeles County and California officials are clapping back, along with some city leaders. The city council voted 3-2 in mid-May to allow only the U.S. flag, state flag, and city flag, and the prisoner of war missing in action flag to be flown on city property, including City Hall. Supporters characterize this as a, quote, neutral flag policy, end of quote. Mayor Mario Trujillo and Councilman Horacio Ortiz were the dissenting votes. Both are members of the LGBTQ plus community. Previously, Downey allowed commemorative flags for certain historic events or causes to be flown on city property if approved by the council, but that will no longer be the case. The city first flew the pride flags 3 years ago. The move to ban the pride flag came at the behest of a few people affiliated with Mass Resistance, a Massachusetts-based anti-LGBTQ plus group that has a California chapter. When the city first flew the pride flag, it drew immediate opposition from Downey Mass Resistance members. The Southern Poverty Law Center, a progressive watchdog organization, has classified Mass Resistance as a hate group. Mass Resistance, quote, continually links homosexuality to pedophilia, violence, and disease, and links trans women to sexual predators, end of quote. Where am I at? I lost my place. Los Angeles County, though, will continue to fly the pride flag, including those in Downey. County Supervisor Janice Hahn, whose district includes Downey, will join Trujillo, Prang, and others in hosting flag raising ceremony this coming Monday at 10 a.m. at the Los Angeles County Office of Education in Downey. Quote, there will be pride in Downey this June. Despite the recent vote by the Downey City Council, I want our LGBTQ plus Downey residents to know they belong and that they are not only accepted, but celebrated. End of quote. And that's according to the county supervisor, Janice Hahn. One of the council members said the one who voted to keep one of the dissenting votes that voted to keep the pride flag up said, quote, we may have lost this battle, but we will win the war for fairness, equality, and acceptance for all. This vote was a setback, but I appreciate Supervisor Hahn for her support of the LGBTQ plus community and for making sure the pride flag will rise in Downey in 2024. So you got combatant views. You got the county commission or the city council that decided to allow this hate group to infiltrate them. Hey, SJ, to infiltrate them and say, no, we ain't gonna have it. Whereas you are a city in the county in Los Angeles County, and I don't know that your city ordinances can usurp the county ordinances. So you said you can't fly it in government buildings in our city, but the county says you can absolutely fly the flag in goddamn Los Angeles County. So while y'all saying y'all not gonna have it at the city hall, the county say, yeah, we'll be having a flag raising ceremony on Monday at 10 a.m. Who gonna check us? A mess. Gabby says Downey has nothing but white folks, so she not surprised. Child. I keep listen, crazy homegirl. If you're new here, I say all the time. Racism, bigotry, and discrimination are not only in the southern states or the red states. It's even in the bluest of blue states. And there you have it. In more sugar spiky news, Jesus God, this young man is a neo-Nazi. His name is Stephen Thomas Ferreira of Portsmouth, Rhode Island. He protested drag shows, but now he's been recently arrested on child pornography charges. Excuse me. He's been seen at protests held by the National Social Club 131, a neo-Nazi organization. They are known for harassing drag queen story hours and calling drag queens, quote, pedo scum, end quote. Now, one of his this man, who's one of its members, has been charged with possessing child pornography. So you calling the drag queens pedophiles. However, you're the one that's getting arrested on child pornography charges. At his home, the police seized several electronic devices that contained sexually explicit images of children, according to the Boston Globe. He appeared in court on possession charges, a felony, and was released on bail and ordered to have no contact with children. He did not enter a plea. He's a former corporal in the Marine Corps Reserves, and he has participated in several actions of the Nationalist Social Club 131, which has disrupted drag queen story hours, protested COVID-19 restrictions, and promoted white supremacy. I'm not surprised. He's a whole military officer, all of this, and yet he's a bigot, he's a racist, and is discriminatory. Not surprised at all. You over here calling drag queens pedo scum. Mind you, you over here getting arrested for child pornography. It makes sense. So we have nothing for you. You are human excrement. In more news, this cup was real cute to me. I saw this coffee mug. It was real cute. So get this story. Some of the artists behind the store Target's Pride collection claim that they ain't received no compensation. Several artists who've worked on Target's annual LGBTQ plus Pride merchandise collection are accusing the company of giving them no compensation for their work. Shanae Benjamin, an artist specializing in bold feminine pieces, recently directly named the company in an Instagram post where she claimed it, quote, dropped myself along with 3 other artists from the Pride campaign after working on these assets for 2 years now, end of quote. She went on to say a few months ago, we got word that Target was restructuring their Pride programming, aka pandering to the hateful right-wing Trumpsters. The production company has been very kind in trying to help us place product, but it's a bit too late. I had an order of 21,000 units, and they're just going to sit in a warehouse in Miami. I'm able to keep 100, but the rest is just wasted. So I'm disappointed to even have to make this video. But this is the weirdest world we're living in now. What they're saying is that she and several other people who have been responsible for things that have been in the Pride collection have said they've sent stuff to them and haven't gotten compensated, or they've sent stuff to them were supposed to be compensated by Target, but then instead of Target putting it on the shelves and letting it be sold, Target bent the knee to bigoted and discriminatory organizations and people and decided not to sell it. So because they bent the knee and didn't put it on the shelves, Target then decided not to pay the people, even though they were supposed to pay these people. It's just a whole mess over here. Just a whole goddamn mess. A whole mess. A mess. Anyway, that concludes our sugar spiky moment, sugar spike segment. It's time for Khaki's corner. Today we're traveling to the great state of Missouri. Now, Missouri has a gubernatorial election. If you put a 27 in the chat, if you live in Missouri, or if you live in the great state of Missouri, the show me state, they have a gubernatorial election that is coming up, and which is very important. Y'all know governor elections are even more important than presidential elections because of the implications of how, you know, they can truly affect your life. Okay, so let me get my notes here. So we know that Missouri is a red state. It absolutely is a red state. The current governor, who's Governor Mike Parsons, cannot run for re-election because he's reached his term limit. Because of term limits. So it is a staunch Republican state at this point. Here are the Democratic primary contenders. They have a primary on August 6th, and these are those competing on the Democratic side in the primary. As I was checking, there's no real front runner on the Democratic side. And Mike Hamra is a name that people know, but there's no real front runner on the Democratic side because they're all of the polls and everything are saying that this is a staunchly Republican race and that they have no indication or no hope that this is going to change. Here are the Republican nominees. Right now, there's a 3-person race in the on the Republican side between Jay Ashcroft, Bill Eigel, and Mike Kehoe. Those are the 3 front runners. There's still some time, quite a bit of time between now and August 6th for this stuff to kind of shape itself out. There's still enough time for for the Democratic Party to even get a front runner or to even compete in this primary, but it's hard to like I said, this is a staunchly Democratic seats. I mean, Republican state. Like I said, let me go back to the Democratic. Let me go back to the Democratic ticket. Like I told you, Mike Hammer is a name people have talked about. Also, Eric Morrison is another name people have thrown out there. Those are the two biggest names on the Democratic side, but people are not expecting it. But there's still a lot of time. They even have a libertarian primary race. Right now, there's only one candidate on the libertarian side. So, if you live in the great state of Missouri, there's your political breakdown. I need y'all to go and vote. Primary elections. I always say primary elections are so important because this is where you can really, you know how you people say, I hate having the less, I got to pick between the lesser of two evils. Most of the time, that's because people don't vote enough in the primaries, because in the primaries you can weed out and get the person that truly that more so aligns with your with how you feel and your ideology. So primary elections are very important. That's our Kornaki's Khaki's Corner moment. So for Pride Month, of course, we got to give y'all some Black LGBTQ plus history. So we're gonna try to have a couple people each time we do this. So here's our first person. I'm trying to get people who you all have not. I don't want to get the big names that you hear of all of the time. I'm trying to give you people who you may not have heard of before. First up, Miss Major Griffin Gracie. And this is her name you don't hear a lot of, but she was very involved in the history, also involved in the Stonewall, the Stonewall, they call it a riot, but in the incidents at Stonewall. Her name is Miss Major Griffin Gracie. She was born in the 1940s. She says she's actually unsure of her exact birth date. She grew up with her parents and her sister Cookie. She added her mother's maiden name Griffin as a tribute. She uses Miss Major as her first name. She was assigned a male at birth, but growing up, she always felt like a female. Her parents thought it was just a phase and that she would eventually outwardly present herself as male. Exploring her gender identity came gradually for her. When her mother was not at home, she would go into her mother's closet and try on her mother's clothes to look and feel like a female. As a teenager, she met an older drag queen named Kitty, who helped her dress up and taught her how to put on makeup. In that moment, Miss Major realized she was a transgender woman. At the time, Miss Major used the term transsexual to describe herself. Transgender is a modern term that Miss Major and other trans Americans would not have used at the time. Interpretations of gender and sexuality continue to change over time. She slowly became more comfortable sharing how she truly felt about herself with her family, but being transgender was not commonly accepted at the time. It was difficult for her family to understand why she did not feel comfortable with her sex assigned at birth. Her sister Cookie even burned pictures of her. In public, Miss Major still dressed in men's clothing, though. She graduated from high school, and when she was 16 years old, enrolled in college. Because she still presented as male in public at the time, she lived in the men's dorm. One day, her roommate found her dresses and he outed her to all the male students on the floor. They made fun of her, asking if she could cook. A week later, college staff packed up her belongings while she was in class and expelled her from school for wearing dresses. After being expelled, she enrolled in another college, and after being expelled from that college for the same reason, she moved to New York City in 1962. She made money as a sex worker and considered it to be profitable and pleasurable, and a profitable and pleasurable line of work. In New York City, she got involved in with drag shows and started performing as a showgirl and found support in the local LGBTQ plus community. Drag queens traveled to the theater dressed as men at the time and only put on their makeup once they arrived. Being transgender in public could lead to violent attacks, even in New York back in the 1960s. Um, Miss Major often expressed that activists um were protesting and doing work to forward the cause of LGBTQ plus community much earlier than the Stonewall event, particularly transgender and queer women of color like herself, who were often overlooked in society and in the historical narratives of Stonewall. In 1970, she was arrested for robbing one of her customers while working as a sex worker. She was convicted and sent to Sing Sing prison. After several months, she was released on parole. When she wore light makeup to a meeting with her parole officer, he sent her back to prison for breaking her parole. Um, she she has a storied history, and I know this is getting long, but she was alongside her trans sisters at the Stonewall of riot events of 1969. She's quoted saying, "I didn't fight all those years ago in Stonewall just to turn around and let it go now. That was 50 years ago. So we've got to keep fighting no matter what." She was an activist for AIDS when she moved to San Francisco in 1993. Um, she became an advocate and educator with Tenderloin AIDS Research Center, and to this day remains an activist. Um, she now lives in Arkansas with her partner, Beck, who identifies as a transgender male. Um, and Beck gave birth to their only child, Asaya, in 2021. That is Miss Major Griffin Gracie. Next, we have G. Winston James. G stands for Glenroy, but he goes by G. Winston James. He is he's an author and essayist. He was born in Kingston, Jamaica in 1971. In 1967 and moved to the United States in 1971. He grew up in Paterson, New Jersey, and graduated from Paterson Catholic Regional High School. He lived in New York and Florida for most of his adult life. He was an important activist in New York before it was LGBTQ. Back in the day, it was GLBT community. He served as a Craig G. Harris Fellow for the New York State Black Gay Network's Fluid Bodies Project. He chaired and served as the executive director of the Other Countries Black Gay Expression Writers Collective. In 2002, he was a founding organizer of Fire and Ink, a writers festival for Black GLBT writers. His prose and essays have been published in works such as For Colored Boys Who Have Considered Suicide When the Rainbow Is Still Not Enough, Think Again, Brooklyn Review, Callaloo, a journal of African American and African arts and letters, Fighting Words, personal essays by Black gay men, his two brilliant new fiction by gay writers and waves, an anthology of new gay fiction. He is also a former co-editor of Kumbah, an African American gay and lesbian journal, and he has published poetry in Freedom in This Village, 25 Years of Black Gay Men's Writing, Bloom, Queer Fiction, Art, Poetry, and More, as well as Blue Ivy, a literary and visual arts magazine. He has so many works that he is celebrated for and is award-winning for. So I wanted to bring him out. He has so many awards and so many accolades. In 2007, he edited, along with other countries collective, a work called Voices Rising, celebrating 20 years of Black, lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender writing. And he's also been a finalist for multiple literary awards, including the Lambda Literary Award and the Pharaoh Grumley Literary Awards. So many accolades. He has a storied history, and you don't often hear enough about him. That is G. Winston James. And lastly, because I feel like a lot of times our lesbian community feels left out, so I made sure I had a lesbian. And this is Sherry D. Harris. Sherry D. Harris was the first out lesbian elected to public office in the United States, and that was in 1991. She was the first African American woman on the Seattle City Council in Washington State. So she was not only the first out Black lesbian elected to public office in the country, but she was also the first Black woman on the Seattle City Council in 1991. She was born on February 27, 1957 in Newark, New Jersey, to a single mother, Dorothy Harris, an only child. She grew up in the community's ghettos and recalled witnessing the 1967 riots. She received her bachelor's from the New Jersey Institute of Technology in 1978. In 1991, she ran for political office in Seattle. She became the first candidate endorsed by the then newly founded Gay and Lesbian Victory Fund, a national organization supporting LGBTQ persons in politics. By a 70% majority, she defeated the 24-year incumbent Sam Smith, who had been the first African American elected to the Seattle City Council. She served as an at-large city member from 1992 to 1995. She did lose her re-election bid in 1995, and that was and she didn't have any other political positions after that. But she is celebrated within the Black LGBTQ plus community. Shout out to Sherry D. Harris. All right, it's time for our video breakdown. So this video, we saw it earlier this week in the members only chat, and I thought it not robbery enough that we should see it again. Here's our video of the day. Hey, man. Here's our video today.
You really can't make this stuff up. It is absolutely appalling, shameful, and frightening that these are the type of educators that are in an elementary school teaching our children. But now we got a teacher in the classroom on school hours, stripping down butt naked, bending over and showing everything on the video, and all you could see was cellulite hanging in pubic hair. This is a disgrace and a shame that this is the type of educator and teacher that is in the classroom. And she made multiple videos. Yes, the district was unaware until we brought this to their attention. If she would do this in the classroom, what else will she do? This woman obviously had lost her damn mind. She needs psychotropic medication. She pulls out her breasts and she's juggling them. Look like she's about to fall over. Then she bends over and pulls down her panties, spreads her cheeks. I'm not lying, I'm telling you what's on the video. Spreads her cheeks. This is madness. This woman should never, ever be allowed to be an educator. This woman should never be allowed to work around children ever again. And I believe that if a thorough investigation takes place, you can find something criminally to bring her into a courtroom for. Because I've seen law enforcement put parents in courtrooms for far much less than this. If we can put Donald Trump in the courtroom and find something to prosecute him for, don't tell me we can't find something to prosecute this woman for. This is sad. This is madness. This is filth at its finest.
Period. You know, this is not a place for that. You do not sexualize our children. You don't come with that sexualized type behavior on any type of school campus. You keep that mess in your bedroom. So like I said, your porn days is over, sis. You're doing too much.
I just felt that you needed to be gifted with that, because the way he was doing his I Have a Dream speech. Now, the background information, this is in Houston, Texas. There was a Houston, Texas elementary school teacher who they found out has an OnlyFans page, then found out she was making videos for said OnlyFans page inside the school and inside her classroom. But the way he was up there delivering this I have a dream speech all about cellulite and pubic hair hanging out. Baby, listen. Cellulite and pubic hair. What do y'all want from me? What do y'all want from me? Anyway, we got to fast forward. Listen, I'm late, y'all. I'm running behind. Dear God, I'm running behind. Dear God. Sorry, I am late. It's because I am dead after this video breakdown. I hate MBN. Ciao. Anyway, we got to move on. Our new segment, the newest segment that you all have grown to love, the year in music. Please put in the chat what year you think we'll be doing today. Please put in the chat what year you think we'll be doing today. She held her large breasts, juggling them. You heard her? Oh, I have a dream speech. Jesus. Child. 1985. 2003, 1997, 1990, 2001, 2000, 89, 82, 89, 03, 84. Montrez got it. It is the year of our Lord, 1986. Oh, I forgot to change the year, but it's 1986. Oh God, it says 99. That was last week. I forgot to put the new graphic. It's 86. Just know it's 1986. Okay, the year is 1986, not 1995. Oh dear God, pay no attention to this 95. It's 86. The year is 1986. What are you doing, L Teddy? I forgot to change this slide. Sorry, it's 1986. Number 10. Remember, these are albums, not singles. Albums. We're talking full-on albums. Okay. The number 10, and we're doing R&B albums. The number 10, this week I decided to give you the track list so you could see the songs that were on that album. The number 10 is Break Every Rule by Tina Turner. Now, let me be clear to you. Having 11 tracks on an album in the year of our Lord 1986 was a lot of music. You know, the girls was good for having 8 songs, 6 songs. You wasn't having no 11 songs on the album. And they was going to work them 8 songs for the next 2 years or better. Please be clear. But Tina, you know, this album got hey, it got some hits on it. Tina Turner. Number 9, Lionel Richie, Dancing on the Ceiling. Listen, Dancing on the Ceiling was a big hit. Say You, Say Me was a big hit. Say you, say me. Say it always. That's the way it should be. You know? Oh, what a feeling when you dance it on the ceiling. I mean, this was a huge hit. Huge. Number 8, Luther Vandross is at number 8. Give me the reason to want you have. I think this was the first time. Now, y'all correct me on if I'm wrong. I think this was the first time we got Skinny Luther. I think this was the first time we saw Skinny Luther. And then he started jostling between Big Luther and Skinny Luther. But I think this was the first time we got Skinny Luther on this album. Now, y'all correct me if I'm wrong. So amazing. Iconic song. Give Me the Reason. Iconic. Stop to Love was my shit. I love you. Stop. Still love you. Stop. That was my jam. I love Stop to Love. Yeah, great album. Anyone Who Had a Heart is that shit. We talking not singles, but albums. Okay. This was a great Luther album. A great Lufa album. And it's number 8. Anita Baker's Rapture, probably through and through, is the best album of the year. I don't know how it got down to number 7, but in terms of the whole album, best album of this year on the list. This is the best album on the list. The best complete album on the list. You talking Sweet Love, You Bring Me Joy, Caught Up in the Rapture, Been So Long. Mystery was all right for me. No One in the World is my favorite Anita Baker song of all time. Favorite, without a doubt. Favorite, that's her best song. No One in the World. Please be clear. Same Old Love from beginning to end, 365 days of the year. I want the same old love, baby. Come on now. Only 2 songs I might skip over is Mystery and Watch Your Step. And even I like Mystery. Mystery used to play heavy rotation on the radio. Heavy rotation on the radio. I know the song Mystery, but this album, as an album, this is an album that you could play nonstop. I'm just being honest. No skips. No skips at all. This is the best album of the year. To me, this should have been number 1. Freddie Jackson, Just Like the First Time. Now, I'm gonna tell you what. When I looked at it, how these got these rankings was the amount of weeks it spent at number 1 on the R&B chart. So that's what they based this on, the amount of time it spent either at number 1 or in the top 10 on the R&B charts. Freddie Jackson, Just Like the First Time. Listen, Jam Tonight is probably the best song on this album. Jam Tonight is that shit. Don't you wanna jam tonight? I mean, best song on this album. As a whole, is this album in my top 6? No. Great album, but it's not in my top 6. Not from 1986. Stevie Wonder in Square Circle. Okay. I see that. Part-Time Lover is one of my favorite not Whitney Houston, Stevie Wonder songs. Part-Time Lover is my shit. Okay. My shit. Ciao. I'm just saying. What else on this song? Stranger on the Shore of Love. Oh, yes. I love that song. Overjoyed. Great song. Great song. I still don't put it above Anita Baker's Rapture. I don't. Sorry. Word Up by Cameo. Word Up was a great song. Candy. Long Live Candy. As a Kappa, as a noob, Candy is always in heavy rotation. Always in heavy rotation. But it spent a lot of time in the top spot. Y'all see this album got a good 7 songs. Baby, they weren't playing around having no 10, 20, 30 something. Baby, you was going to get this hot 8 songs and that was it. Number 3, Patti LaBelle, Winner in You. This was the one that started to really send Patti LaBelle. We know it was the year before this. She was on, or was it 84 or 85 when she was on the soundtrack for Beverly Hills Cop, and I think it was Stir It Up that was on that soundtrack that sent her stratospheric with the white audience and gave her some crossovers. So this album became really big, and you had Michael McDonald with her on My Own, and that's all she needed. On My Own carried this album by itself. On My Own by itself. Oh People was a real good song as well, but On My Own was enough. Was enough. That's all you needed to carry this album. I love On My Own. Great song. Phenomenal song, but it took this album to the top of the charts. Number 2, of course, Janet Jackson, Control. Now, in my list, I probably would have Anita Baker's album as number 1, Janet Jackson album as number 2, because both of these albums are you don't skip these 2 albums. You don't skip a song. Control, Nasty, What Have You Done For Me Lately, You Can Be Mine. The Pleasure Principle is in my top 3 Janet Jackson songs of all time. It's my favorite video. Let's be clear. When I Think of You, He Doesn't Know I'm Alive, Let's Wait a While, Funny How Time Flies When We're Having Fun. Come on, Janet. It's number 2. This would be number 2 on my list. I'm just saying. It would be Anita Baker at number 1. Janet is at number 2. Easy. 1986, yeah. Easy. Like, Pleasure Principle is my favorite video. Her best video to me. Best video. And the number one spot goes to, drum roll please, Sade with Promise. A lot of hits on here. Is It a Crime? Sweetest Taboo. Is It a Crime is probably my favorite Sade song. Jezebel, listen, I have sat and listened to Jezebel, especially the live version of Jezebel, like it was going out of style. Let me help you understand something. Tar Baby is my shit. Never As Good As the First Time. This might slide in as the number 3 for me. This is either going to be number 3 or 4 in terms of whole albums. This is probably, it's making the top 5 for 1986. It's definitely making my top 5. I told you Anita Baker's Rapture is number 1. Control is number 2. This Promise is probably going to make it in the top 5 for me. It's probably making the top 5. I'm just being honest. But this was a solid list, y'all. Solid list. I'm just saying. Solid list. Bad came out in 87. So, yeah, solid list. But if you've never heard Sade sing Is It a Crime live, and she hits that note at the end of Is It a Crime and goes up to the stratosphere and gives you nothing but pipes. Listen, let me tell you something. And I've seen Sade sing. I've been to a Sade concert. Awesome concert. Shout out to Sade. Great list. Solid list. Now the list is solid. I'm loving this new segment, y'all. Y'all like the new segment? Put a 27 in the chat if you love the new segment. I love the new segment. The new segment is sickening now. Takes us back down memory lane, and we could really look at. I like the fact that now that I decided to put the track lists. You know what I'm saying? I like having the track lists there so we can literally see what's on the album, and that helps us understand what we're talking about better. Great segment. All right, y'all, listen. Oh, I'm way over time. I'm supposed to be somewhere at 2:30. God, I'll call them and tell them I'm running late. But yeah, Anita Baker's Rapture would have been number 1, followed by Control. And if you wake me up on the wrong on the right day of the week, I might say Control is number 1. But Anita Baker is the number 1 album to me. All right, it's time for palate cleanses before we get out of here. Yes, men's. I did add XX chromosomes, so we got something for the men's and for for the men's that like cooch and cooter, as well as the women who likes cooch and cooter. So I got something for my heterosexual men and lesbians too. We still, we're putting them back in. We ain't got as many as we always have, but we do have some. Oh, This where we start now? Okay. Gray sweatpants. I need to see a little more in these gray sweatpants, but I see where we start now. That's a good start. Oh, oh, oh. What's that between them thighs? Since we discussed grabbing people by the cooch. Oh. Sometimes I like a Audi belly button. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes weird L Teddy likes a good Audi for a belly button. I'm just saying. Oh yeah. That he'd be dangerous. Yeah, I do some things with him. Look at them lips. Look at them soup coolers. Child. Mm. Child. Mm. He's really nice eyes. Oh. Mm-hmm. That's some nice dark chocolate right there. Sweat glistening all on his body. Oh, hey, pretty lady. Beautiful smile. Beautiful smile. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. 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 We'd have a romp in the hay. You ain't never heard, child. We've been saying soup coolers since I was in high school. We used to call this young man, he has a big old lip, like took up half his face. And we used to call him soup coolers. Mm-hmm. What you going? Where you going with them soup coolers? Where's you going with them soup coolers? Yeah, we got some good melanin in here today. Mm-hmm. Oh, there's some dark chocolate for you. She got some nice hips. Okay. Mm. Nice smile. He into white women though. He just give me this look. I don't know why it screams at me that he's into white women. Oh. Oh. Mm. Can I take a seat? I just want to take a seat right there on your lap. Mm. Oh. Mm. There's a lot of people laying down today. What y'all trying to tell me? Oh. Oh. Mm-hmm. Mm. Mm. Oh. Nice. Mm. Got some nice palate cleansers today. I see you, palate cleansers. I don't even remember which is the last. I'm supposed to remember what the last palate cleanser is. I'm supposed to remember. Dear God, I hope I remember. I think I remembered it. Lord. Mm. Oh wow. Y'all know how I feel about water, right? Y'all know my infatuation with the water. I love the water. Mm. Oh. So hold on for a moment. I apologize. Sorry about that. Let's keep it moving. Oh. Why y'all ain't tell me it was this late? I'm supposed to be somewhere at 2:30. But this for y'all. I love y'all. I love y'all. I love y'all. Ciao. Oh. There goes some salt and pepper. There goes some melanin. Oh. You almost can't even see that. He got tattoos. That's how dog he is. Come on, Zopal. I see that Haitian flag on your belly. Ciao. See that Haitian flag on your belly. Zopal. I don't see how people endure neck tattoos. I couldn't even try to get a neck tattoo. Yeah, this young man right here. Yeah, I do some things with you, young man. Oh my God, I do some things with. Yeah, that young man right there. Oh, he's cute. He is too. We got some good palate cleanses today, y'all. Good palate cleanses. How did she get in there twice? I don't know. I was rushing this morning when I was producing. Rushing. That's how I ain't get the 1986 in there. Oh. It's a lot of assets right there. I think this is our last one. Listen. I hope. Yeah, that was the last one. I hope that you all have enjoyed Silly Saturday as much as I enjoyed bringing it to you. Listen, it's a labor of love. We worked hard. I've been up all morning working on Silly Saturday. I got up at like 7:30. and I was, you see, I was supposed to do it at 12 and I had to push it back to 12:15. And I've been working since 7:30 on Silly Saturday. It takes a long time to do Silly Saturday. Anyway, but it's a labor of love. I thank y'all so much for being here. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe and all of that stuff. If you are so inclined, you can certainly contribute to the platform so we can keep the lights on over here, and we can continue to bring you all the programming that we bring you. Harold says Shondo's across the land. You know, we here for y'all. We here for y'all. As I always say, because I got to get out of here. I'm really. As I always say, I love y'all. I love on y'all. Thank you all for being vocal, present, and active. Thank you for doing what you do. Thank you for any and all contributions that you make to the channel. They are much obliged and much appreciated. Listen, y'all rocked with me today. I rocked with y'all today. I hope y'all enjoyed today. Like I said, any and all contributions, they go right back to the channel. And I definitely thank you for that. I think we have a live tonight for Drag Race All Stars. I'm not sure whose channel is on, but I think we have one tonight. It may be on Dee's channel. I'm not sure, but I'll put it on my community wall. So yeah. Anyway, until next time, I am going out of town tomorrow too, but that's all I've got for y'all. Until next time, thank y'all for coming. Y'all drive safely. I'm out. Love y'all.